Hi everyone, so we are in the series where we are learning about the woman at the well and Jesus. And the fact Jesus was able to go beyond the prejudice, what was going on between Samaria and the rest of Israel. He was able to go beyond the fact that she was a woman. In those days, this wasn't really heard of in terms of interactions like this. I mean, Jesus was a rabbi, right? Jesus went beyond her mistakes and her sin and who she was. Maybe she was that person that nobody really spoke to. And Jesus went beyond that to offer her living water. And this is from John 4. And I find it quite interesting how after Jesus basically asked her, hey, so bring your husband, and you're quite right. It's not just one husband you have, and the one, you had 5, and right now the one that you're with is not your husband. And I just find it so intriguing, the switch in the conversation. How is it that Jesus is talking to her about her life, about her situation, and then this woman says, I can see that you are a prophet. You're a prophet. Our ancestors worshipped on this mountain, but you Jews claim that the place where we must worship is in Jerusalem. What is the connection there? Where it is that Jesus now, he literally puts a magnifying glass and says, hey, this is who you are. And somehow this woman says, but this is where our ancestors, this is where we worship and where our ancestors worship. This is where we're supposed to worship, and this is what you Jews are saying. So then Jesus tells her, woman, believe me, a time is coming when you will worship the Father neither on this mountain nor in Jerusalem. You Samaritans worship that which you don't know, but we worship what we know, for salvation is from the Jews. Yet a time is coming, and it is now, when the true worshipers will worship the Father in spirit and in truth. For they are the kind of worshipers the Father seeks. God is spirit, and his worshipers must worship him in the spirit and in truth. And I love the connection between this woman's life and who she worships, because literally that is what worship is. Worship is life. Worship is not the songs that we sing. Worship is the life that we live. And Jesus was able to bring this connection, saying, woman, firstly, where it is that you're so focused on the fact that your ancestors worshipped here, this is the place where it is that Jacob drank from, that you're not realizing that it has changed, and now you are now in front of the true and living God, and you're still focused on your past, and you're still focused on what happened before. And here it is, Jesus is saying, I am he. I am the Father. I am here to give you living water. Yes, I have done things in the past. Yes, you have seen me through your forefathers. Yes, they built altars, but I, God, am here in front of you, and I am here to give you living water. In spite of the hatred between these two kingdoms, in spite of the fact that you're a woman, in spite of your mistakes, and in spite of your sin, I am he, I am the Messiah, and I am the one that wants you to know that I am here to give you living water. And the whole idea about worshiping in spirit and in truth is the fact that worship is about the Lord doing a deep, deep work in you. It's where truth is revealed. It's where, I love when David said, search me, O Lord. See if there be any wicked way in me. And David was a man after the Lord's heart. And here it is, he's saying, Lord, search me, because care what? I am not perfect, but I want to be better. I want to know you. I want to be closer to you. And this is where truth and worship and spirit, they are combined. So allow God. And I think in this little conversation that happened, the Lord Jesus was able to pierce through this woman's heart, to find the truth and say, hey, this is God. I am God. And worship, it will not happen in a place. It will not happen on this mountain or that mountain, but it will be in spirit and in truth. It will be where you are connected to the Father, where you meet Jesus, wherever it is, and that truth is revealed and transformation happens. That is where true worship will happen. And this woman was changed forever. She ran to her town saying, come see a man. Come see a man. And so many Samaritans were transformed because of this woman's testimony. And my encouragement to you is to meet Jesus. My encouragement to you is that in spite of your past, in spite of the prejudice, in spite of who you are, in spite of your mistakes, in spite of your sin, Jesus says, I am El Roi, I see you. And just like how he said he needed to go to Samaria, I believe that Jesus needs to, he wants to meet you. He wants to confront you to provide living water that will transform your life, not just now in this life, but forevermore. It is eternal, eternal. So that is my encouragement to you. Meet Jesus wherever you are. Meet him. May he find you. May he pierce your heart with the truth. And may you be transformed into a better witness, into someone who really understands what it is to worship him in spirit and in truth. When he does a deep work, allow him to. Allow him to do the deep work in you. May God richly bless you, and see you next time.